okay, let me sign up for the free trial so I can go in here and see what the eunuchs and the peasants and the bootlickers are talking about. I actually kind of like it. I might keep it past the free trial because it allows me to scroll. What I don't like is when you're scrolling through the hall and you're automatically
showing the rooms. That's exactly what I use it for.
I don't want people to think I'm spying on the room. I'm literally just scrolling through just to see what's in the hallway. I'm liking that I can scroll anonymously. So I'm like,
I've almost completely quit going to the hallway. Like I just go to the friend bubble in your chat section to try and find rooms. But like if I can't find anybody, I will go into anonymous to scroll because it does. As you're listening to the room, it shows you in the audience of that room. And there are just some rooms that like I don't want my profile even in those rooms, So that's the primary reason that I keep it, because if I have to be in the hallway to find something, then I can do it anonymously.
To be honest, I don't know what this would entail, but generally...
Hello, Molly.
Here we go.
Good morning, John. Who keeps...
because I didn't know that was the same person, so now I know. My bad. Next time, that's my fault. Okay, I recognize you now, John. You're not coming back up this time.
All right, I think we had 3 people come off mic, or 3 or 4. I think it was Sean, Anthony, Certainty, and Mike. So who wants to go first?
Go, Anthony. Anthony was trying to say something. What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Hey, good morning, you guys. I was having technical difficulties before when I came in the room. Whenever I came off mic, I couldn't speak. I just updated the app, and it seems to be working. Can you guys hear me clearly?
You have an Android, don't you? Go Android. You do.
Yeah, I do have an Android.
That was a bug, bro. It wasn't working yesterday. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't on the app at all yesterday. So, I was on the app, but I was in, anonymous mode, so I wasn't speaking on stage. And it was only briefly. But then this morning, trying to, talk, it just wasn't working. So, but yeah, I'm back in effect, man. Good to see you guys. Some of my favorite people in the app. Also some weird people, but what you gonna do?
Takes all kinds to make the world go around.
Yes, ma'am. Like, it's just, it's odd, like out of nowhere, But yeah, if you sit by the river long enough, you'll see the bodies of your enemies floating by.
This is true.
Yeah, Anthony, over 24 hours, Android was broken and Clubhouse couldn't use the app at all except for texting. You cannot speak, no way, shape, or form, not speakerphone, nothing. The mic just was not working. That was a big deal. I know that there was a room, I actually came across a room, I don't know how I'm following the house, that I got invited to it. It's an Indian house from India, not Indian, not Native American. Anyway, there was 4.6K people in that room. I have not seen that many people in a room, but I was thinking about like a good half of those guys are Android users. Like half of the world is Android. So I was like going, geez, there's a lot of people that are not able to use this app right now. So we were all sending messages in. Beth, what were you saying that you found out at Clubhouse? How many reports were there that went through like just yesterday alone? Like over 2,000? Is that what you were saying, Beth? I don't know if Beth's still there. She might be doing something. But anyway, yeah, it was a big deal for the app because half the users couldn't use the app.
Sure.
Hey, Steve, good morning.
4.6K.
That's a regular. No. That's a regular occurrence. Yeah, that's a regular occurrence over there. There's a whole other side of Clubhouse that their rooms just get completely bombarded. But I did want to say hey and good morning to Steve for a minute and just wish him a happy win.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Happy hump.
Yeah, it is.
Humping day in the muff.
I cannot. I am at work, but thank you.
So I didn't know this yesterday, guys. Maybe y'all knew this because I know somebody mentioned it in the room. but I didn't realize until late last night when my editor sent me the story that Cracker Barrel allegedly has buried the new logo after backlash, and they're returning to the old logo. Is this true?
Yes, I heard that this morning.
This is craziness.
Oh, that's the ultimate egg in the face, isn't it, for a CEO?
Yes,
Can you
it
imagine?
is.
Oh,
Oh my
that's hard
gosh.
to deal with. Oof.
He doesn't have much longer at that position, not after that. Like it's that's the ultimate slap,
Yeah.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. But like Bud Light, New Coke, this Cracker Barrel, debacle. Like, why? I just don't understand who convinces them that this is a good idea. It's just so odd to me.
No, I agree.
Fringe progressives who claim the rest of us are offended by everything, just like when they got rid of the Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's. Nobody was complaining about Aunt Jemima logo and the Uncle Ben's logo, especially nobody in the Black community. Nobody cared. But the media and the fringe progressives convinced everybody else that Black folks demanded this, and now that you won't find a single Black person who was pressed about Uncle Ben's and Aunt Jemima. Then I read earlier this week on Twitter, I don't know how much this is true, I was reading comments on Twitter that said they changed the logo because of Black people too. And I'm like, y'all just making stuff up now. I used to, I waited tables for 10 years when I was in my late teens, early 20s, right? And up until mid-20s. Cracker Barrel in the Midwest is one of the restaurants I worked at for a couple years. Now, I guess it depends on where you are, but here where we are, and I know maybe a lot of Southern Blacks might agree, Black folks love Cracker Barrel. So nobody was complaining about the Cracker Barrel logo. So y'all hear that? It's lies. Okay?
Hey, Nye, speaking of Aunt Jemima, though, a lot of people don't even know this fact. Aunt Jemima literally would be one of the first podcasters ever. She used to actually have a regular show on an AM radio, and she would talk about different recipes, cooking things. She literally had a cooking segment on the radio, like in the 1950s. I'd have to look. Don't quote me on the timing, but if you were to chat GPT and look it up, you'd find it. Actually, a client of mine, their family were good friends with Aunt Jemima's family. I have pictures I'm trying to find. I'm going to have to request them again because there's some amazing historical stuff on that. She's actually an amazing person, and the family's extremely proud of her. And so, yeah, when they wanted to take her face off of it, they were not happy. It was a big deal.
Look at progressive white women.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'm a conservative person. It is what it is, right? But I think that the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of people was the wokeness. Like, I think that was what was a bridge too far. And I think that, the current iteration of the, thought leadership in the left party doesn't think it was a problem. I think they're still in denial. And I think that they may need to feel some more pain before they reconsider that stance.
Do you think that the wokeness is the reason they changed it, though? I mean, I at first it didn't even dawn on me that was the reason, and I don't know if they've ever officially said that was the reason. I mean, the logo definitely looks older, and the companies definitely modernize their logos as like a lazy way of trying to update their brand, and it happens constantly. And I didn't make that connection until people started saying it. So I feel like potentially that's not why they did it, unless they've ever admitted that's why they did it. I feel like it could have been done. I mean, still poorly so, because the brand meant something, obviously, more than they were aware of. But I'm not convinced it was to remove the old white guy like everyone thinks. But I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
It wasn't to remove the old white guy. It was to remove the Cracker Barrel. And by the way, although it's very true, Mike makes a good point, that companies reinvent their logos all the time. Unless you've had the exact same logo for over 50 years, that's a completely different
Oh, like
So
Cracker
wait.
Jacks, for example.
So why did they get rid of the Cracker Barrel then? I mean, first of all, what is a Cracker Barrel? Is it a barrel full of like crackers?
Yes,
Salty
it's
crackers?
yeah, well, that's what it actually was. It was a man, if I'm not mistaken, in a chair, a rocking chair, next to a wooden barrel filled with crackers. Yeah.
I guess I didn't know that crackers came in barrels at any point in time.
Well, I mean, that's part of the heritage thing of how, like, that disappears with these kinds of changes, because not just, like, for one people, but, like, everybody, because that's how they used to ship things. They used to ship food in those kind of barrels.
But here's the deal, too. Okay, you know the shape of the new logo. If they would have made that a very minimalistic, stylized side of a barrel, like a barrel turned on its side, and so they put, like, the straps on the left and the right of the letters, right? And retain the barrel in a very simplistic, minimalistic, modernized form, I'm not sure people would have hated the logo as much. I don't think people are responding to the loss of the dude. I think they're to how huge the change was and how everything was removed to him. So it was just an ugly fucking yellow patch with bad type. Like, I feel like that's what people responded to, and not the loss of the dude or the barrel. But if they could have made a stylized barrel on its side and just done that, I think they wouldn't have necessarily encountered this.
I have a Sprouts near me. It's right next to my Ralph's. And as was just said, they have one aisle that has about 10 different barrels. And the barrels each have different types of rice, different types of beans, maybe different types of other things. They don't have crackers in them. And quite frankly, in my humble opinion, whatever it's worth, this is not an issue with the old man by a barrel. This is by the name Cracker Barrel. And I do think this is a woke issue. I think it's sorry about the cocoa. This is a woke issue regarding the name and not the picture. And they changed up the picture. They didn't change the name, and now it's back to the way it was. And I think my humble opinion, it's a huge clusterfuck that backfired.
That's an interesting observation, Mike, of yours, because it doesn't the logo, I mean, the updated one, it makes the Cracker Barrel thing, makes it look cheap, doesn't it?
It lost all personality.
Yeah.
Like, they removed 100% of personality.
And history. Personality and history.
Yeah, the history is what really makes me...
Yeah, I really think that what I'm saying is potentially the real issue. Like I said, what I stand by firmly is that I think if they would have retained the barrel in a slightly more interesting logo, I really think people are responding. I think the cracker and white people versus black people is all just social media bullshit. But I think that the fact that the logo is too simple and fucking ugly and it lost all its character and personality, I think that's why people hate the new logo. And then the people saying it's a racial issue are just kind of like laying that on through the filter of their own glasses, I think. That's what I really think is the true issue.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's funny to say they took the cracker off.
Yeah, exactly. It begs for the joking anyway, right? Like, in general. Like, I get it. Like, it couldn't happen to a better company, honestly. It's fun.
Oh, and if you look at the history of Cracker Barrel, it's kept inside that barrel, soda crackers, right? And they used the barrel as the guys gathered around. They used those old barrels to play games on. And they just sat there and, used them. But you should watch some of the YouTubers, the influencers, because they stop at Cracker Barrel as they travel with their RVs, because it's one of the only places off the highway they can pull in, and they have RV parking, and they're safe and they're good. But man, oh man, they are slamming Cracker Barrel left, right, everywhere.
Cracker Barrel is the only place that I can get locally some fried chicken. I love their fried chicken. I need to learn how to make it at home. or their chicken, or is it the chicken fried chicken and the country fried steak? I need to learn how to make it because that's why I go there.
What
I
is
used
the
to always
difference between chicken fried chicken and chicken fried? I mean, other than what?
They're both
what is
breaded. They're breaded and they're flattened. One, the steak is flattened and breaded and deep fried. The chicken breast is flattened and breaded and deep fried. And then it's generally served with the gravy, which I don't really use the gravy that much. I don't like that white gravy. And, your sides. And, of course, Cracker Barrel, home of the hash brown, the delicious hash brown casserole, and they have the best lemonade. So, yeah.
See what I miss, Nye? They used to have, you could pick your protein and pick your sides separately. And one of the proteins was fried chicken livers. And they don't have it anymore. And I used to love those when they were cooked right, when they were not overcooked. I still love chicken livers and chicken kidneys. Not kidneys, gizzards and lizards. I still livers. I love that.
I'll tell you, I think during COVID.
Oh my goodness.
Anthony's like, I'm perked up, chicken livers.
Oh, I love chicken livers. I love beef liver too. I went to a diner in Marietta recently because I saw, Marietta Diner, Serendipity. They have beef liver dinner.
I did.
And I went there and I love it. Like I used to have it when I was a kid and I liked it. I don't know, I'm weird.
Mike, you're in the Atlanta area?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Now that is what's up.
There's a bunch of us Georgia folks. I'm really starting to feel like Georgia's representing.
You need to because
I didn't
more
even know
takes
that you out here. Like, I've met Holly in person, and I had no idea that you were out here as well. That's what's up.
Yep. And
Anthony, you're in Georgia too?
Yes, sir. I certainly am, man. Certainly am. I go to Marietta Diner on a very regular basis, bro.
I can't believe how big the servings are there. That place is ridiculous. It's also very expensive.
Yeah, sure.
It's very expensive.
The managers there, they're so friendly. They're so nice. They always make you feel welcome. You guys ever go to Marietta Fish Market?
It's owned by the same people, yeah. I haven't eaten there, though. I gotta say, their style, they're like, as a design guy, their style is horrendous, like in general. It's just hideously ugly. But it's...
I like the branding.
Yeah, the branding, it's dated, right? And their menu is enormous, which I'm always skeptical of restaurants with like 10,000 things on their menu because I feel like, how can you do 10,000 things right? But to be honest, I've never had bad food there, so they apparently can do 10,000 things right.
That's like the Cheesecake Factory. Oh my God. It's like it's the worst thing for a person with ADHD. It's like going into the candy aisle of the store.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
Your mind.
I hate it. Marietta Diners are worse too. They have you would not believe this menu is like 30 pages long. It's just fucking ridiculous.
In addition to having like 30 pages, they sometimes have inserts with like different other, items added.
Yeah, and their food is huge. Like when I got the beef liver dinner, dude, each piece of liver was like 12 inches long or more, probably. I'd say 14, 16 inches long. 2 of them on a platter that was like the kind where like a Chinese family would serve the entire family on the table with one of these platters. That's how big this was. Like I had lunch 2 days afterwards after eating dinner there. Like I could not believe how much food. It was also expensive. I mean, a slice of cake there is like $12 or something. I mean, they have amazing cakes, but like one slice is like $12. It's super pricey for what it is. I mean, but you get.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like they have that huge cake display, and I've never tried any of their cakes.
Oh, their cakes are amazing.
Good as nobody's business. They look so good.
Oh, they're amazing. Yeah. I'm a big sweets guy, so I can't walk past something like that and not go for it.
Like Marietta Diner is polarizing amongst my friend group. Like some people absolutely hate it, and some people absolutely love it. There's very few in betweens. I like it a lot. I have no problem with it whatsoever, but I have friends that have like this visceral reaction, like they'd have to be held hostage at like 3 o'clock in the morning and forced to go. That's the only way you're getting them over there.
It's the epitome of like super unhealthy, huge portion, fat person food place. Like it definitely has that vibe, which is probably why people feel that way. But it owns it, right? There used to be another place. Oh, it was a chain restaurant. It's not out. I don't think it exists anymore. Oh, what the fuck was the name of that place? It had like a wagon on the logo, like a wagon train wagon. But it was damn it, I was on top of my tongue. Anyway, it was known for big portions. Like its plates were bigger than Marietta Diner, and it was known for that. It was fucking enormous, and people would go there and because of the large portions. And I feel like that's what Marietta Diner is. Like, to be honest with you, I know this woman who probably weighs 380 pounds or more. She's a friend of mine, and every time we go out for lunch, she wants to go to Marietta Diner. So it made that connection in my head. I was like, oh yeah, because she eats everything she gets, whereas I'm like taking like 2, doggy bags with me.
So I just looked up this Marietta Diner because I'm like, man, that sounds like someplace I want to go. Yeah, the portions are huge. This is my type of spot, but it looks like it's only in Georgia, huh?
Yeah, it's a private family that owns it in Georgia. They own a couple restaurants. And it was on Guy Fieri's food whatever show, that thing. It was on there one time, too.
It's very kitschy.
It looks delicious. When I first started going there, like, it's like, it to me reminds me of diners that I grew up around. Like, it's very much like the classic diners dine. Like, never closes. The menu, the menu itself, holding it in your hand, that's the diner menu I grew up with. Like, like the large selection, it's like a slice of Americana to me. Like,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It's like going back into
the diners.
It's like going back to the 80s when you step in there.
I literally last week received pictures of diners in Brooklyn, some that are still open and some that have since closed. Like, it was just so much a part of our like adolescence, young adulthood, that people were thoughtful enough to send pictures of diners last week. It was like a little thread amongst friends, and we had whole conversations laughing about memories of these places.
Oh, the restaurant I was thinking of with the gigantic portions was called Claim Jumper. You should Google Claim Jumper and see how big their food was. I don't know if they still exist, but there's probably shit on the internet about them.
Claim Jumper still does exist.
So, do they still have ginormous plates of food?
Yes.
Yeah, you can have frozen stuff from Claim Jumper, like Smart and Final. Some of the stores, like you can find Claim Jumper frozen food.
Yeah, that's
not the same
at all.
At all.
Like Boston Market, but then you get their food and the frozen. It was disgusting. I didn't hate Boston Market, but it disappeared. I didn't hate it though.
Remember before that, it was Kenny Rogers Roasters. I swear to God, they ended up taking over that business because it was the same exact business model.
Oh my gosh, I was in a cemetery in Atlanta recently, walking my dog with my dad who's visiting from Seattle, just because I like to walk through cemeteries. They're interesting. And we stumbled upon Kenny Rogers' grave just randomly. I was like, holy fuck, that's Kenny Rogers' grave. Yeah, it's in what's the big I guess Atlanta people. What's the big cemetery that's across the street from 6 Feet Down Under? Or Down Under, that restaurant? You know what I'm talking about? It's famous.
It's talking about, but I don't know the name of it. I've driven by it a million times. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's in the city. It's
known for being like a super famous cemetery. But I didn't know Kenny Rogers was buried there. And yeah, his graves there. People set little things on top of it. Someone set like little wireless headphones I saw sitting on top of it. There's a bunch of random shit on top of it.
I'll tell you, serendipity, that would be a good room to do. I know we were talking about doing a recipe room, but doing a room that showcases restaurants in different areas. Yeah.
We could, I mean, the thing of it is there's plenty to expand upon there. You know, it could be a total geek out girl fest. Recipes, restaurants. Because we have enough people from enough variety, a good variety of areas that, like, when you're traveling and stuff, it's kind of nice to hear from locals, like, where are the really must-see places, you know? Because locals are way more informed than anything you're going to pull up on any touristy site.
Yeah, hey Mike, what's your go-to non-chain restaurant in the Atlanta metro area?
Well, it is a chain, but not very many places, and it's I love that place. There's one
You cut out.
You
cut
out.
out. Mike? Uh-oh. The audio glitch got him. Mike, you're going to have to log out and log back in.
Uh-oh. It's Apple's turn. Uh-oh.
I know. Here it goes. Here it goes.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Mine had to be Umedo, which is a ramen shop in Suwannee, and they actually make their own homemade noodles, and their other location is in Tokyo. Umedo, best ramen in Atlanta, in my opinion.
I checked out after I said it. Did you guys hear what I said?
No.
Bro.
What did you guys say about it?
You're still in the Matrix, Mike.
We didn't hear the name of the restaurant.
And you're still in the Matrix.
This is not a good representation of Georgia technology.
I'll be honest, like, I know Atlanta is a food city, and there are some fantastic upscale, like, restaurants. But I'm from St. Pete, Florida, and I feel like I feel like St. Pete's actually a really underrated food city. The food in St. Pete, from Vietnamese to old, like, Coney Island hot dog spot that I think sadly closed to, you know, I mean, Biff Burger. I mean, I could just go Pasadena. You have Ted Peters. I mean, just so much.
I agree.
I'm getting really hungry right now. It's 7:20 a.m. on the West Coast. I'm getting hungry already.
I have
something like that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ollie. It's good to see you.
Hey, buddy.
Adams. What's up, Adams? I didn't know it was Adams. I'm like, Slippers. Who's this? And then
It's
Adams.
not. It's Slippers.
I will say, to keep with the food theme, I will tell you, I've done a lot of international travel. The best food city I have ever been, hands down, is Lima, Peru. Absolutely blown away by the food there. From the little dives to the fancy, I mean, it is incredible food. They actually have the most Michelin star restaurants of any city in the world. But yeah, Lima, Peru, if you ever get a chance, amazing food.
What kind of stuff do they have?
So Lima has an interesting history. So there's a lot of Japanese influence there because there was a lot of Japanese migration way back in the day. So like it's kind of like a South American, Central South American, South American, Japanese, a lot of Japanese influence. It's just very unique. It's very experimental, but man, oh man, is it just incredible. Like the I don't know, just like the ingredients they're using. I've never eaten anywhere where I was just, every plate, I was just like, holy shit. I mean, amazing.
So Anthony, my favorite place in Atlanta, it's not necessarily, it is a chain, but it's only got like 3 locations, I think, and it's owned by a family, so it's not really technically a chain. But it's Taqueria del Sol off Helmel Road. I fucking love that place. I love their margaritas. I love their guacamole. Their guac is amazing.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I love good Mexican food.
We do have a lot of good taquerias here. You're right. Like Atlanta does have a lot of good taquerias. Now we also have really good Chinese, better than St. Pete. I will say Atlanta has better Chinese than St. Pete. Like authentic Szechuan kind of cuisine. We have Atlanta, hands down.
Do you get the
Yeah,
dim
so
sum there as well? Dim
Yeah,
sum?
Yeah.
dim sum. I wish it was a little more common, like dim sum for breakfast kind of deal. Like you don't find that. There's only like a couple places that do for breakfast, but yeah, we do it.
If you go to, so I'm married to a Chinese woman, and her father owned a Chinese restaurant for his entire career. And if you go to like Buford to Chinatown there, they have two types of food. Like they literally have two menus. One's in Chinese, one's in English. There's not the same things on them. And Chinese food in general, like what he makes like all the time for us, is totally different than any Chinese restaurant that I go to. Like there's core dishes that I've never had at Chinese restaurants, like eggs and tomatoes like stewed together, like scrambled egg and tomato stewed together is like one thing they do. And then they do a lot of like pork with wild mushrooms, stuff like that, like chunked pork with wild mushrooms and like broth. But it's not sweet at all, and it's kind of one note. It's kind of boring after you eat a lot of it. I get kind of tired of it. But that's all he really cooks. He doesn't cook anything. Like I have to ask for like orange chicken or something. It's almost like he laughs under his breath and makes it for me, you know. But you can get all that Chinese food in Buford Highway. Like they go there and they're part of like a Chinese group, like a seniors thing, and they make Chinese food for each other, you know, and they also serve it in those restaurants.
That's so
So
cool.
if you live in that Chinese area, you can have them.
Yeah, when I go into some of the Chinese grocery stores, like I can't remember the name of it, not Super H Mart, that's Korean, which I like Super H Mart. But like if you go to the Chinese ones that are more like gritty, okay, and they're big but they're gritty. It really, I used to live in Hong Kong when I was a kid, and it totally brings me back. Like the smell,
Yeah.
it just, I mean, it like I transport back in time. Actually, I feel like I'm back in Hong Kong.
Well, what's weird is they're gritty, right? Like you said, but their food is better quality. Like their chicken is like, their chicken tastes so much better. It's like I can't even explain it. It's like 50% more flavor in like a whole chicken that they'll sell you. So I don't know what they do. They feed it different. I don't know what it is. It's night and day. It's unbelievable the quality difference of their food. Their fish, their beef, all of it is like infinitely fresher and cheaper than the white people stores.
Yeah, their produce, like we love to get produce, stock up on produce at like Super H Mart, for example. They just have better produce. I don't know why. Like, and they have a lot of more obscure, things that you can't get at the regular grocery that we really like. We love Asian food in our house.
Yeah, I should PTR my lunch today actually, because I have leftovers from Chinese dinner at my dad's last night. Here, I'll PTR it. This is my lunch, and this is a straight up Chinese type lunch.
That's cool. You have a Chinese father-in-law. Is he from mainland or is he from like?
He's from Shanghai, and my mother-in-law is from Taiwan. My mother-in-law was her dad worked for the Taiwanese government, democracy, the budding democracy, as a governor.
Wow.
Both of them moved to Brazil when they were children, and they were actually in arranged marriage in Brazil. So they speak Portuguese, Chinese, Cantonese, Spanish, Japanese, because my mother-in-law lived in Japan a while. My mother-in-law speaks 9 languages. They're pretty fucking impressive people.
That's so cool. I still remember how to say 1 through 10. And I remember my address. I remember.
Nice.
So that's about it.
I can speak 1 to 10 in Japanese. That's correct. I took 3 years Japanese in high school and lived there 2 years, so I was fluent at one point.
Taiwan. I really want to go to Taiwan. The food scene there is supposed to be incredible as well, and like much cheaper than Tokyo, for example, but really good.
My answering machine in Japan said, "Moshi moshi, watashi-san ima-ima-sen, atade kage ne shite kudasai." Domo arigato, which is like, I'm not here right now. Please call me later. Thank you.
Dude, I let my dog out. Yo, who knew it was so cool this morning? Like, yo,
dude,
actually,
it's cold. It's fun.
I had to wear a sweatshirt.
Well, all my sweaters are still packed up, and I didn't have time. I had to go. I'm actually up in Hiawassee right now, but hopefully it warms up a little so I'm not freezing. But yeah, dude, it definitely feels like fall today.
Yeah, Mike, if you ever make it up, like Marietta area, there's a restaurant called Seed, SEED. You got to check it out. Really solid spot, man. Great date night spot for you and the wife.
I'll check it out. I live in East Cobb, so I've heard of Seed, actually. I've never eaten it.
You live in East Cobb, and it's up the block for me, bro. Like, that's where it is.
We're going to do an Atlanta hot happy hour sometime soon. So Mike and Serenity, if y'all, I'll let you know in case y'all want to come. Anthony knows about it. And Craig, I don't know if y'all know Craig. I really like him. He moved here now, so he's cool. Any other Atlanta folks, just text me in the back channel. I'll try to get the word out to do it with me.
Okay, so here's my lunch. If you PTR, this is my lunch today. I have, in the top right is rice and eggplant. In the top left is pork with mushrooms. And in the bottom right is chicken with potatoes and red onions and Chinese chives.
Yummy.
This is a very typical. It's not colorful. It's not colorful, right? And it's kind of one note, but it's super healthy. And so
yeah, that looks good.
We eat dinner at their house every Tuesday, and then they give me lunch the next day.
I'm jealous. I'm trying to incorporate fermented food into every meal as much as I can. Like whether it's sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, I'm trying to do that. I just think I don't know, I think it's going to be better for my stomach. My stomach's been having some issues lately, so I think fermented foods are.
Yeah, I can tell when I eat this food, like even when I poop the next day, it's like proper poop. Like you don't even have to wipe your butt to eat proper poop. Like if you know you're healthy, if you don't have to wipe your butt after you poop, because there's nothing there. Like, that's amazing, right? And that happens after I eat their food. But then I go and I eat my way for a while, and then it's like a nightmare, and it's half a roll toilet paper, so I can tell the difference.
Okay, I got to post food at the PTR, everyone. This is shrimp and frites right here at a winery. They do a once a month dinner kind of thing where they feature a food with some form of a French fry, and this was a shrimp and frites dish we had. It's so good.
That looks amazing.
Yummy. I have a really bad egg intolerance. I wonder if any of you guys have experienced that, because it's gotten worse and worse as I got older. I don't like eggs that much anyway, but like yesterday, I ate a spoonful of brownie batter that I was making, and I cracked the eggs in there, not really thinking much about it, but oh my gosh, I mean, it just takes me out.
Yeah, I'll tell you, because in my area, we get a lot of people off Clubhouse that come this way because they're going out on cruise ships. And I'm like, guys, don't go to the restaurants that are at the port. If you have at least 2 hours, get an Uber and go out. Go down to 9th Street filling station. Try some of our local restaurants rather than, actually, the ones at the port are not, they're local, they're not chains, but they are chains, like Mike was saying about the restaurant there in just have more than one location. But I'm like, no. They're high priced and the food is not that great. Go away from the port, you'll find some good food. I'm actually looking for a chef in Miami for an event that we're a bunch of people from Clubhouse, we're gonna all meet up, but trying to find a chef to cook for us and have a beach bonfire. Because I can go to fancy schmancy all day long, but I'm like, guys, you're coming to Florida. You might as well have a bonfire on the beach.
I PTR my food again. I just, this is when he makes duck. He puts the duck's head on the dish, which I always think is hysterical. This is what his duck dish looks like.
Yeah, a couple years back, I was coaching a guy out of Boise, Idaho, on his Airbnbs. He just got into Airbnbs, and I'm looking at everything he has to offer, and I'm like, dude, you don't have any restaurants. You haven't went out and marketed about your, place, and that you'll help some of the local restaurants. I found more stuff to do and more restaurants that make me want to crave to go to Boise, Idaho. And I'm like, dude, you got to advertise it that way, because there are so many hometown restaurants there that are absolutely look amazing.
Oh, Jennifer said she took Japanese in high school too. I was curious where she went to high school, like what state, because it's not very common to be offered in high school. But I was in Seattle, so they offered it.
Holly, unmic. Let's see if we can hear you. No, we can't hear you.
Uh-oh. You might
That's the
need to
third
update.
one down. Third one down.
Is it Apple's turn? Nice, that'd be funny. That would be funny though.
But your filthy pie hole. That audio glitch has actually been going on for a while, and I swear it's because of the previews in the hallway. I think their servers are getting bogged down because they're putting us in and out of rooms as we scroll through.
Does anyone see Joe Armenia come into rooms at all? I haven't seen. I mean, he used to go through rooms, but he may not be going through the rooms that I go through. But he seemed to be the only one in Clubhouse that actually was really using the app. I feel like if they used the app, they would know where the users are coming from. Like, seems like that'd be a smart thing to do.
I feel like I just very recently heard somebody mention that he was in a room that they were in, so he is apparently still bouncing around.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I think so. But it seems like these things would be noticeable, and I don't know. They are from California. Clubhouse is from California, Joe. All of them. I mean, you've been in the town halls. I mean, it sounds like the Valley Girl workshop up at the top when they talk. Like, oh yeah, so tell us about how it's going in that room with you. Like, sorry. I'm from California, so I'm a talk smack about my California people.
Yeah, no. I found it very weird, the rooms that I feel like they're highlighting in the town halls. They've chosen some really, really interesting character.
I'll say it, and I'll say it again. I think the smartest thing that they could do is a town hall where they actually incorporate the town. And specifically, it doesn't have to be all users, but I think they should incorporate the moderators of the rooms. Like, they should do a special invitation to the mods of Clubhouse, because the mods have the best feedback for their people and the users that come to their rooms. And they should be talking to the mods. That would be so. Just seems like common sense to me, but I know that common isn't in sense. We're bringing back common. I think we're starting to get common back in sense. We're still working on.
No, it's
So
not
I
coming
think
back.
this one room, hey Brian, I think this one room, they would really benefit of going into the English speaking room, because the name of their room is Here Was the Room You Were Looking For. You were
Right.
looking for.
I've seen that one in the hallway, Beth. Every time it triggers me. I'm like, you need to get that right. Good morning, Brian and Vero. Brian, you were saying something?
No, I was agreeing. There is no common sense, and just keep making the app harder for people to even get into a room. I mean, that's just lovely. Their auto ad feature that they tried to roll out is just a mess. Because now, if I get a phone call and leave this room and have to come back, I'm gonna probably open and close the app like 4 times to get it to open instead of sit there and spin and quit jumping me from room to room.
Yeah, that functionality is really just completely bogging down. It's making the user experience a lot worse. I can't tell you how many times a day I say, "Oh, your audio just went out. You're going to have to close the app and come back."
Good morning, Vero. Monica, what's going on?
Morning.
It's chilly this morning in New York, y'all. I think it's like 60.
It's chilly here too. I love it. It's like,
It's nice.
Fall's right around the corner.
Sweater weather. Sweater weather. It's sweater weather.
I know. I had to put on a hoodie this morning. I was so excited.
Football weather. Yeah, it was 72 degrees here this morning. It felt so good.
Yeah, we got football games starting this Friday, so starting at 4 o'clock all the way till 9 p.m. The days fall start.
It's 72 here now. I'm pretty sure we were down in the 60s this morning. It feels amazing.
Yeah, I know. I want my foot to get better so that I can actually, with this type of weather, I can clean my garages out and get everything organized with my Christmas decorations and get stuff ready.
All the fall stuff. How many here work remotely and like use Clubhouse as kind of like your work companion throughout the day?
I do. 100%.
Yeah, me too. So I apologize if there's pauses, but sometimes it's like, oh, I gotta go deal with this.
Same here. I have a quota to meet. I have 13 stories to write Monday through Friday by a certain time, and they have to be posted according to LA time, and I'm on Chicago time. So yeah, I treat Clubhouse, especially during this time of the day, like AM radio playing in the background.
Yes, very much so.
I mean, I live remotely, so this is my connection to sanity, besides just, sound of the tractor in my head.
And we're richer for it, Brian.
Well, some people are. Some people hate me.
What? Who hates Brian Bose?
I can't stand this man. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
It must be those GMO organic freaks.
I'm gonna flop you now. I can't stand your slippers.
All right, we're here for the train wreck. Come on, keep it going, y'all. Brian Mose is the person that I had the single most embarrassing exchange with on Clubhouse. I sexually inadvertently, because of autocorrect, accosted him in back channel. I was trying to say, don't rat me out, because I friended him on my personal Instagram account, not my Clubhouse Instagram account. And autocorrect corrected the word to don't eat me out. I honestly felt so bad. I was like, I need to write his wife an apology letter. Because, of course, you can't edit your fucking messages on Clubhouse. Ugh. Single most embarrassing moment ever.
Yeah, I love Clubhouse for how many of you really appreciated Clubhouse when you are in a place where you really don't want to talk to someone or someone around you? So it's like you're on a phone call without being on a phone call. I also, Clubhouse is great when you work out because you can literally just, I swear the workouts go by so quick. When I'm on Clubhouse, I love it.
I don't know. I've passed my phone over to the waitress before and said, here, talk to these people. She's like, what?
You know what I hate? I hate when I'm walking through like I'm running in somewhere to grab something real quick or whatever, and I don't even think about it. Like I'll have my phone on speaker, and suddenly people start crashing out. And I'm like, oh, where's the volume? Turn it down, turn it down.
Do you ever get those notifications from Apple saying that your volume is too
Yes. For sure.
I literally had to turn those off because of the fact that the volume is too loud on all my surroundings.
No, you keep them on, because I'm telling you, like, this type of technology can be very, very, very captivating, and I think that it's important for people to recognize that you don't want to lose your hearing early, as a result of just being on social
Huh? What? No, I was talking about the phone warning me that my tractor is too noisy.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the noise reduction headphones in. Like, it should totally be picking up on that.
Could you imagine being 85 years old? Like,